Just going 6 a.m, corner of Rutland Street and Alexandra Parade East, Clifton Hill. I was woken at 5:30 to the news that Victoria Police were, as expected, overseeing the erection of a fence around the drilling site here. Victoria Police, as usual, working in hand with big business. Beautiful. Just gone 6:30 here at the corner of Rutland Street and Alexandra Parade East, Clifton Hill, Monday morning. We've already got 2 or 3 times the number of picketers we'd have at this time, so we can expect the numbers to grow quite a bit. We've got a great turnout this morning already.
Public transport.
So the meeting has decided that what we're going to do is simply, now that we've pushed the police and the state to erecting a fence and having a big police presence, we're going to up stakes and nick off now, head off to the next drilling site, because we want to play the game our way instead of having the tone set by the state. Good times.
We started off last week on this spot. It's probably the worst of all the upcoming spots, geographically speaking. The most isolated. They've come down here today with dozens of police, diverted away from their normal duties to come down and deal with what everybody's accepted to be peaceful democratic protest. The next point of drilling is just up the road on the corner of Princess Street and Station Street. Right across the road pretty much from one of the largest public housing estates in Victoria. Right next to an area, a childcare centre and a community that's really on side. But also right next to Princess Street. And I'd say this to Dr. Napthine and the police. If you start coming up there and start becoming violent against peaceful protesters, we will not only get more numbers on the picket line, because that's what it will be, up in the corner of Station and Princess Street, we'll stand in the middle of Princess Street and we will gridlock this city. We have got lots of options. And we will slow down construction, slow down borehole drilling, and the wheels will come off this project.
Most of the people here today are residents, but if this project goes ahead, there'll be no infrastructure spending for the next decade in Victoria. Now that means no public transport spending, no metro tunnel, no Doncaster rail, no 50 new trains, nothing, absolutely nothing. Now that'll be a disaster for this state and we can't let it happen. So I just want to put the companies on notice, because I know the Napthine government is just trying to sneak this through totally undemocratically. They didn't mention a word about going ahead with this project only before the last election. We demand a suspension of the project until after the next election, when people get to decide, and it'll be the major issue, number 1 on the ballot paper at the next election. Now, we don't expect the Napthine government to back down on this one, because he's a pig-headed fool. But what we do expect is to put enough pressure so that those major contractors who are thinking of signing just prior to the next election, well, no fellas, back off. You'll do your dough if you sign it, because we're going to fight this project every metre of the way.